Welcome to another episode at Consciously Evolving Enterprises. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Ryan Dillon Brasington. Tempted to do the American accent. Alright, let's go. Welcome back to another episode at Consciously Evolving Enterprises. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Ryan Dillon Brasington. Well, guys, welcome to another Solo Bravo mission. We're starting off the night at Six Strings Brewery in Arrowner, and then we're going to move across to Drifter's Wharf. So tonight is actually brought to you by, I think it's called Merge Dating. Anyway, so you go there, you mingle, and, it's not a speed dating thing. You go have a few drinks and spark up a conversation with other singles. So, I don't know. We'll see how we go. I didn't have much confidence at the beginning of the night. And I know I've got a beer in me now and the confidence is peaking. Done my hair. Got a shave. Yeah, why not? Went down to the barber. Had a really good session with the barber. It must be like ladies when they get their hair cut and they have a good combo. Very much the same. But anyways, yeah, so I had that shave and the haircut. Skin fade looks good. I feel good. We'll see what the night progresses. I did have a premonition earlier on today that I would be meeting my wife tonight. I saw her in her wedding dress, her beautiful body, her beautiful curves, her beautiful face, her beautiful soul right there in front of me. So you never know what could happen. I could only, get my hopes invested. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. Catch up. Do I feel a bit lonely sitting here by myself with two other people in this place by myself waiting on some food. Anyway, I know the food's delicious. One reason why I'm here, is to get those chicken skewers into me. So yeah, it happens, but it's a Bravo mission. It's what you're out for. It's what you're here to do. Solo Bravo. What would you rather be doing? Be at home doing nothing? That are your options. You've got some money in the bank, why not go and spend a few bucks and go and enjoy yourself? And it's hard not to enjoy yourself if you're not beating yourself up about sitting here alone. So yay, go investment. Cheers, talk soon. While we're waiting for the food, I remember going down to Sydney when I was fresh 18. It was a New Year's Eve evening party year, and I went down there by myself. Everything was going all right. Fireworks went off, and it just turned into a crazy city afterwards. I went, sat in the park before the fireworks went off. I had a cigarette, and then this family was behind me. One of the girls out of that family coming to ask me for a cigarette. I gave her one. Anyway, she went back to the family with this cigarette, and then they all got in a fight over this cigarette. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the is going on? The full-on punch-up. I just stood up and walked away because I had a magical little something in my pocket, I didn't want to get pulled up that night. But I remember thinking, oh my God, what am I actually doing? Oh my God. Another time was actually when my previous boss invited me for Australia Day Out at the Opera House. And this was a gig where, all these famous people are there. Free drinks, free food. You got to overlook the concert that happened in front of the Opera House. It was a damn cool night. And the lady in the red dress from Shark Tank was there. The mathematician with the wonky eye, he was there. The governor of Sydney was there. I got introduced to all these, high-ranking people. I was outclassed for sure. Oh my God. So anyway, I had an amazing night. One of the funniest things watching there was one of the patrons had obviously had too much free wine, and she literally walked into the concrete on the balcony at the Opera House. I'm telling you, her legs went out from under her, and all of her weight just piled on top of her. I couldn't believe it. I went, oh my God. I held my mouth because I was trying not to laugh out loud, but still, it was a moment to go, don't be that same person. Hold your limit, So I did. We really enjoyed the night. But the problem was, and again, Solo Bravo was getting home from Sydney after 12 o'clock on, a straight day night. And one station was closed. I walked to the next, it was closed. Then the next. And one homeless guy, when I was buying my ticket at one final station that I did think was open, this homeless guy comes up to the back of me and he goes, "Give me some money." And I was like, "What?" He goes, "Give me $2." I said, "What?" He goes, "Give me some money, otherwise I'm going to rip your veins from your skin." And I was like, "No way, man, what the?" No. Like, anyways, you just slink back into dark spaces of Sydney. And I was like, oh my God. Anyway, I went into this train station, after this long corridor of nothingness, and turns out that train station's closed too. And I'm like, oh my God. So anyway, I went up these stairs, went around the corner, and then on the front of this bus that was just arriving was Railway Bus. And I was like, yeah, cool, and it arrived, and just as quick as it arrived, it closed the doors. And I was like, oh my God. So I jumped on, just slithered through this closing bus door, Anyways, then finally got to the train station. The train from Central doesn't arrive for another 2 hours. So I'm stuck at Central for another 2 hours going, oh my God, what have I got myself into? I'm half cotton. Oh my God. Anyways, did end up getting home safe and alive, hence talking to you guys now. But it's those Solo Bravo missions that you go, yeah, it's a story to tell. Definitely. All right, cheers. Talk soon. I was going to do a Solo Bravo about the last merge dating mingle come and meet, but I didn't because I ended up going on a date with the host. And I do not want to talk about that again right now. Anyway, so last time it was nice. Everyone went in for a drink. We all kind of mingled, but definitely overcrowded, number one, to start with. I mean, I walked in, I was, arrived late, arrived with, this finesse. But I went in and everyone was seated and there was no seats. And I was like, whoa, okay. I walked back out and I went to the bar. And I just, got myself a drink and got comfortable. So in the meantime, people coming out to the bar. So I got myself a few drinks and was talking to the ladies as they came to the bar. And then ended up, after a half an hour, ended up going in and mingling once everyone was like standing up and moving around. But definitely it is an hour of awkwardness to start with. Hence the nervousness. I thought I'd better get some food into me, get a beer, and then arrive with some confidence because, it's hard walking in as a single dude, as old as I am. Fresh haircut and clean clothes, all fresh, but still. This would be the third I've been to, and nothing really successful. So you can only hope. Like I said, that prediction before, I really did see my lady in her dress, on our wedding day. It was beautiful. Bring a tear to my eye. Oh my God. Cheers. Again, guys, the chicken skewers were fantastic, delicious. I want more, but they are like $15 for two. You get like 3 bits of chicken. The sauce is really nice on the side, and so are the nuts. Delicious. I finished my skewers. I finished my beer. I'm thinking about getting the Uber. Look, if I did get the Uber now, I would be an hour earlier than my wanted arrival time. So I'm still hungry. I'm thinking I might want something else to eat. But I know if I do, then it might stop me from then inviting someone to eat with me later on tonight. I think maybe just get the Uber. Yeah. All right. Anyway, talk to you guys soon. Bye. I was just thinking you could try a few different accents, but it's not fair on the other cunts now, is it? As much as you'd love to laugh and giggle at them thinking that you're a foreigner when you're really an undereducated Australian. Do you come from a family of convicts? It's not my fault. I'm trying to make something myself real bad. I'd really like to get the South African accent down pat. I really enjoy listening to it. I find South African accent really attractive. It's just, I don't know, it's something about it. So, hey, I'd really like to down pat that. Yeah. So, hey guys, we arrived to Drifters Wharf. We're here. I'm on the balcony in the DJ set, pretending I'm a DJ. Why not? That's what we've got tonight. Anyway, look, it looks pretty cool, but you know, like I'm here at 7 o'clock on the dot, and it's old Dick's. It's a dick fest in there. So I'm definitely gonna wait until more ladies arrive, and then I'm gonna go in and enjoy myself. You know what? I might even go in for this R&B bingo that we got happening instead, because like I said, this is a fucking dick fest in there, man. I'm gonna give it a half an hour and then come back and have a look. Anyway, cheers. I'll talk to you guys in a minute. Bye. Dude, like, if we don't like meet our wife tonight, I'm telling you, I can almost guarantee that there's nobody here that can meet your fucking energy. All right, you've got way too much fucking energy, man. That's like ADD, HD on steroids. Like, calm yourself down. I can't help it. It's just who I am. Take it, like it, miss it, fucking throw it away. I don't give a shit. Fucking who I am. Oh, damn. So I just had myself a Long Island iced tea, if you can't hear it in my voice already. I had a game of pool with another feller I met here. Seems like a nice young feller, but I'm here to meet ladies, and there seems to be none on a singles night. So, hey, I'm gonna go in for this R&B and bingo, see how it goes. Cheers. So I've taken myself into the R&B night, so we're playing we're doing the bingo to R&B music. I thought, why not? Give it a fucking go, but still, I'm sitting in here, it's for all the people. And am I enjoying it with no one but myself? You're a fucking loser. Loser. You're ludicrous and a loser. What's a fucking emotional coaster, a fucking roller coaster of emotions or what? So we're here in the R&B bingo, music bingo night. Music plays, film kit plays, and you cross it off. Once you get 4 in a row, 3 in a row, you call bingo. You man it with a free cocktail, $100 voucher, or $100 cash. Look out. There are 4 other people, and it started 10 minutes ago. So either it's going to be a really fucking lucky bingo night or nothing at all. I just figured, why not just go and have a good night? I have no expectations. I agree, no expectations. I like it. It is nice to drink alcohol. You know, you do feel a bit of a buzz. You feel a relief, but there is no way I could do this once a week. Well, even once a month, really. I mean, once every 3 months is good enough. But it's such an emotional roller coaster that I wouldn't trust it. Not only that, it's really hard to find an alcohol beverage that you like, and you can't consistently drink Long Island iced teas. Though you'll love them, they get you extremely drunk extremely quick, and it's not a good idea. So I got myself a vodka and Coke. I'm going to see how I go, and you never know, you might enjoy yourself. It's half the time you figure it out, and half the time you know. Being a psychic medium can be difficult, especially when you are out socializing and you have a spirit on your left-hand side that is trying to get your attention. They don't belong here. I told them to go away. But they're there. They're hanging around backstage. I don't know what for. And, yeah, I know I'm not schizophrenic. I know I do have those abilities, as I've shown many times. I did before on the last Togo single thing too. Very interesting. So like I said, guys, being a psychic medium is really difficult, especially when you can see through in people, in their souls, their aura, But not only that, you can see spirits that are trying to get your attention. It's not fair sometimes, but it's the way it is. Deal with it. And try and be social and attractive while you're at a singles night. It's fucking ridiculous. But you try, right?